Mastering nonverbal communication. I'm going to talk about how to use body language, eye contact, and posture to send out interesting, attractive signals. Imagine walking into a room and before you even say a word, people notice you. Women glance your way, conversations naturally open up, and you feel confident. This is not about a magic line. This is not about having a perfect outfit. This is not about what you say. It's the way you move, the way you look, the way you carry yourself. Sometimes when you are in a social environment and a person like that comes in and radiates this natural aura, you notice it. And you notice how other people are noticing that person, right? It's the way that person carries him or herself. In this training, you're going to discover how mastering nonverbal communication can make you instantly more magnetic, interesting, charismatic, and attractive, no matter where you are. In this training, you're going to learn the science and art of body language, the art of eye contact, the science of posture, how to use them to project confidence, to project approachability, to project a genuine interest. Yeah, we're going to break down the most powerful nonverbal signals. We're going to show you how to avoid common mistakes and give you practical challenges to help you stand out in any social setting. By the end, you're going to know how to walk into any room and make an impact without even saying a word. My name is Rink. I'm from the Netherlands, from Holland. And since 2009, I've been mentoring, teaching, coaching guys, and I've helped men transform their dating lives by teaching them the hidden language of attraction. If you want to be the guy who gets noticed and remembered, not just for what you say, but for how you make people in general feel, but in this case, how you make women feel, then this training is for you. Let me introduce you to Alex. Alex is 29, works in finance, and always felt invisible at parties, social events, even with his friends. He would try to start conversations, but women seemed uninterested, easily distracted. And he thought that maybe he wasn't good looking enough, or needed better lines, or worse, that he needed more money. But then after seeing a video of himself, a friend's birthday, that I actually took and I showed him, he realized something. He realized that he was always hunched over, that he was always avoiding eye contact. Even when people spoke to him out of politeness, he looked down, fidgeting with his fingers, his phone, just fidgeting around. He looked nervous, even when he wasn't nervous. Now, I could gladly, I'm very happy that I could get him to want to change. He was determined to change. And one of the things that we worked on was his body language. So, very simple things. He practiced standing tall. He practiced making eye contact. He practiced using open gestures. And the difference was immediate. Women started noticing him a little bit more. It wasn't like a difference between black and white or night and day, but there was a difference. Conversations flowed more easily. He felt a sense of social confidence. And that's when Alex learned that no matter where he was, he could carry himself in a way that made him more interesting to be around. How he carried himself spoke way louder than anything he could say. If you ever felt overlooked or unsure how to get noticed, this training is going to show you how to let your presence do the talking. Your presence, being there, being present without using your words. Step 1, this is important. Master your posture. Your posture is the foundation of your non-verbal communication. When you stand tall, shoulders back, head held high, You instantly project more confidence, more self-respect. I have a big problem with slouching because I developed a slouch. I was a chef. I stood in the kitchen the entire day, hunched over the fire, hunched over the cutting board. I was a music producer, sitting in front of my computer, producing music. Then I was a DJ. So my entire posture, the entire day, 7 days a week, I slouched. So it was something I still have to work on. I'm improving, I'm working hard on it, and it doesn't come easy. But when I look at my videos now and look at videos of years back, there's a big difference. Slouching, crossing your arms, or shrinking into yourself sends a message of low status. It communicates signals of insecurity. Would you trust a leader who looks like he wants to disappear? No, you wouldn't. Women are drawn to men who look comfortable in their own skin. Good posture not only makes you look better, it makes you feel better. Because your mind and your body, they are connected. So, I have a challenge for you. Write this down. The next time you walk into a room, pause for a second. Take a deep breath. Roll your shoulders back. Plant your feet firmly. Ground yourself. And imagine a string tied to the top of your head, pulling you up. And that is your posture for the moment that you're there. Notice how people respond to you when you take up a little bit of space like that. Make yourself a little bit bigger. I'm a salsa dancer myself, and one of my teachers continuously kept pounding on us. Take your space, make it look bigger. When you are in a social environment, you will get noticed. Many guys try to look cool by leaning against a wall, having this "I'm too cool for school" persona. This actually makes you look stupid. It makes you look really unattractive. Own your space, stand tall, project positive, interesting, charismatic, attractive energy. Think about that. I am here now and I'm going to project my aura. People are going to notice me and be positively affected by me just being here. That thought alone will make you stand bigger. Instead of thinking, what a lot of guys do, I don't feel at home here. I don't feel at ease. I don't know what to say. What are these people going to think of me? The more that goes through your mind like that, the smaller you make yourself. Your aura just shrinks around you. So stop doing that. Own your space, stand tall, positive talk, and be amazed at the difference. The second step is eye contact. We had posture, eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most powerful tools for building trust, for building interest, for displaying social confidence, for building attraction. When you look people in the eye, you show that you are present, confident, and genuinely interested. I see this on a lot of dates. The girl is speaking to the guy, and the guy is so in his head, thinking, oh shit, what should I do? What should I say? That his eyes are all over the place. The girl looks them in the eyes, and they look down. What does that communicate? If you avoid eye contact, you communicate that you are either disinterested or nervous. Now, you can also use too much eye contact. Well, here you go. That's creepy. That's intense. Agreed? Look, Alex used to avoid eye contact. He looked shy. But once he started holding eye contact just a little longer, especially when meeting someone new, he noticed women became way more engaged and a little bit more open. Because now you are actually in contact. So the woman is not just simply speaking at you, but she's communicating with you. In salsa, I see it as well, in the dance, that you have the man, you have the woman, they're dancing together. It seems that they're dancing together. But the guy is so in his head, thinking about the next move. What is the next move? Their eyes are all over the place. She's trying to make eye contact. Why? Because she wants to know what he's going to do. When you talk to women that do partner dances, it doesn't matter how many moves you do. If you are not in contact with her, she will not feel it. She will not like it. You can actually have a great dance, not doing a whole lot, just moving around a little bit and having eye contact. I hold eye contact, I smile, and I have a little bit of musicality. That eye contact is important. Do not avoid it. You don't have to look at her the entire time, but make eye contact and release as if you are looking at something else. And then you look back. Don't just drop your eyes down when she looks at you. My challenge for you is, in your next conversation, hold eye contact for 1 extra second, especially after you're done speaking. When you see a woman you are interested in, challenge yourself to actually meet her gaze. When women are looking around, you can be the guy that makes eye contact. Most guys don't do it. Most guys actually try to hide, put a big smile on your face, make eye contact. And when she makes eye contact, do not break eye contact. Nod your head, say, hi, how are you doing? Enjoy the evening. You'll be surprised how many positive responses you will get. And those positive responses are the responses that you need to build up a little bit of confidence, to build up that frame of reference. When I make eye contact, I get a positive feedback, which feels good. So you're restructuring your thought process. Meeting a woman's gaze, making eye contact, shows confidence, and it creates a spark of curiosity. Don't stare. Don't lock eyes without blinking. Be relaxed, warm. The goal is to be inviting, not to be intimidating or tough. So we have posture, eye contact, open body language instead of closed body language. This is closed, this is open. Friendly face, open body language, that you are relaxed. You want to communicate that you feel at ease, that you are comfortable, and that makes you automatically approachable. Keep your arms uncrossed. Keep your hands visible. Or just keep one hand in your pocket and the other use it to communicate. Keep your gestures natural. Especially when you're talking to someone, use gestures. When you're talking to someone, angle your body slightly toward them. Don't lean in, especially with women. When you lean in, she feels it continuously. Stand firm, be relaxed, be open, angle your body towards them slightly. Let your words do the traveling. Make eye contact to show interest. You don't have to lean in to show interest. You're interested enough to make eye contact, especially when someone speaks to you. Just tilt your head a little bit. Interesting point. And then when you start talking, you can lean away a little bit again. So you don't look overly invested. Relax and stand on your back foot instead of the front one, because when you lean on the front one, you're going to lean in. Remove closed off gestures like crossing your arms, hiding your hands, turning your body away. Sometimes I see those guys that try to act too cool. The lady is here. They're talking to the girl over here. I understand you don't want to look needy and want to look a little bit disinterested, but that is just ridiculous. Don't communicate that you're nervous, that you're guarding yourself. Be open, be approachable, be friendly. You don't want to scare people off with your presence. I always have this conversation with guys because guys don't understand how important these slight cues are. These very simple slight cues communicate a whole lot about what's going on in your mind. Women pick up on these cues instantly, even without realizing it. Whether you are too cool for school or it doesn't matter. You could actually be her dream man. If you are standing like this or hunched, you're sending out very unattractive signals. So, challenge. I've got another challenge for you. At your next social event, which is going to be this weekend. Get your ass out of the house into a social setting. There's people there wanting to meet you. So go to a social setting. Keep your hands out of your pockets. Use open gestures when you talk. Avoid folding your arms or your legs too tightly. Relax, open up. And notice how people respond when you are physically open. You have to understand the mistakes that a lot of guys make, fidgeting with their phone, especially when they're in a social setting. No one's talking to them, so they're going to just play around with their phone to look important. I'm not speaking to anyone because I have more important things to do, like scrolling on TikTok. It looks ridiculous. Everybody with a sense of social dynamics understands that people grabbing their phones in a social setting are hiding. They're trying to hide the fact that they have nothing interesting to say, that they are uninteresting people, and it makes them unattractive. It makes you unattractive. So stop doing it. Keep your hands relaxed. Use them to emphasize your points naturally. If you feel the need to grab your phone to try and escape what's going on here, that should be your cue to start speaking to people. You're in a social environment. People are all there because they want to be social. They're all gathered around this social watering hole, a place where people come to drink together and meet each other. Open your mouth. Speak. If you have nothing to say, say that. Hey, look, I have nothing to say, but I wanted to say hi to you guys. What's up? My name is Rick. Nice to meet you. When you do it with an open body language, with a smile on your face, and with a I don't give a shit what you guys think of me attitude, you will get away with it. So don't make it too big of a thing. Don't close yourself off. Don't hide in your phone. Do not do it, because it will trigger this negative cycle, this downward cycle, and before you know it, you're just scrolling on TikTok, and then you go home feeling shitty. Well, nothing happened because you didn't make it happen. Next point, mirror and match. Now we're going to go a little bit deeper into communication. Mirroring is a very subtle way to build trust and connection. When you naturally match someone's posture, someone's gestures, someone's energy, it communicates to that other person that you are in sync. This is something we all do naturally. When we are with friends, when we are with people that we like and trust, we naturally mirror each other. If you want to know why, look up mirror neurons, because they cause that mirroring behavior. We are social, and when we act the same, it gives us a feeling of togetherness, of trust now. I'm not saying you should copy every move, but, and you can do this very consciously, when she leans in, you can lean in a little as well. When she smiles, you can smile back. When she uses a certain word a few times, you can use the same word. You can literally mirror the things that she say. You can mirror her hand gestures. When she grabs her cup. This is something that when you notice that she is doing, the moment that she starts mirroring you, that's when you know you're trying to align yourself with me. You feel a bit more trust, a little bit more connection. It's a great way to, well, I see it as an indication of interest. When a woman is mirroring me, she's trying to align with me. I spoke to Alex about this as well. He noticed that when he mirrored the energy of the group, being lively when the vibe was high, or calm when things were more relaxed, he fit in a bit more naturally. This is one of the things that a lot of guys do, especially introverts, or the guys that are a little bit shy. In a social setting, usually the vibe within a group is high. Everybody's talking to each other and there's energy there. So when you go over with low energy, it doesn't match the energy and it will feel really weird for them. It will feel as if you are coming over to steal their warmth, mirroring their vibe is something that I keep hammering on the guys in our mentorship program. When you start a conversation, mirror their energy. When their energy is high, you come in a little bit higher. Why? Because that's when they feel that you're actually bringing something. It's best to come in a little bit higher than a little bit lower. Don't overdo it though. Alex noticed that he fit in more easily and conversations flowed better. Why? Because he matched their energy. He mirrored their vibe. So my challenge to you, pay attention to the other person's body language and mirror it subtly to build rapport. It doesn't have to be a woman. It doesn't have to be the girl that you have a date with. Try and see if you can notice it when you are with friends. You will notice that you start to make the same jokes, use the same language, use the same, like you will match each other's energy. We do this naturally. It's a natural way of communicating. Other species mirror each other as well. It's something that mammals do. But don't overdo it. Don't make it too obvious. Mirroring should feel natural, not forced. When it's forced, it looks really stupid. You look like a robot. The next one, using touch, physical touch in an appropriate way to signal comfort and interest. I always get a load of shit for this when I say you should implement touch in your way of communicating with other people. It's always people who have shitty social lives that have absolutely no idea what they're talking about that say, no, you should never touch anyone. You should never do that. It feels awkward. No, it feels awkward when you do it. But when you do it in an appropriate way, it is a very powerful non-verbal cue. We all use touch to communicate. That's especially in the times that we live right now. It must be used with awareness. When you're talking to someone, a light touch on the arm during a laugh, a friendly high five, respect, you got me there, a pat on the back, that will create warmth and a connection. Always pay attention to her responses. When she leans in or touches back or is quite relaxed, when you have your arm around her, hey, you see those guys? And then you release. When she feels relaxed with your touches, it's a good sign. If she pulls away, respect her space and do a better game. The dance has really taught me how to use physical touch as a very powerful way of communicating comfort, awareness, creating that vibe, that bubble that we are together inside our own little bubble. You just have to be mindful of it. Your last date, where most likely you sat across from each other. She sat there, you sat here. There was a decent amount of space between you. Attacked her with a barrage of boredom, asking all the dumb questions. So, where are you from? What do you do for work? Cool. What kind of music do you like? Do you eat pineapple on your pizza? As if you have a job interview. Then on top of it, there's no way for you guys touching each other. Now, in the end, doesn't the hug, like right before you move away, you go back home and she goes back home, and you want to give her a hug, doesn't it feel weird just to give the hug? There's nothing wrong with giving a hug, but doesn't it feel like a weird step to take? You know why? Because you didn't build up to that hug during the date with physical touch. You didn't escalate physical touches. And that's important. She could actually like you. She could actually feel somewhat attracted to you. But if you didn't physically escalate properly, she could actually want you to kiss her. But that kiss feels like a big step to take because you didn't lead up to it using physical touches. Physical touches are very important because if at some point you want to give her a hug, you don't want it to feel like a step. You want it to feel natural. The kiss has to happen naturally. After building up physical touches, you grab her, you push her away at some point, you make a joke, she punches you arm, she's now touching you. You can start reading her hands. I'm a palm reader, give me your hands. So that she actually feels comfortable with you. I always use some bullshit that I saw in a movie or something. I'm physically escalating. Now when I want to go in for the kiss, it feels way more natural. There's a certain level of physical trust that has been built up. So what I would say is, in a social setting, whether it's a friendly gathering, whether it's on a date, it doesn't matter. In any social setting, very mindfully, start using light, friendly touches when the moment feels right. You don't go just standing there and then out of nowhere, just touching people. But when you're talking to them, you could slightly tap their arm. Didn't I tell you last time that blah, 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 a story about my grandmother? Do you know what happened yesterday? Posture, body language, eye contact, it all comes together. When the moment feels right, experiment with it. With your friends, with your parents. It should be a part of your natural way of communicating with people. Watch the most charismatic person that you know in your surrounding, communicating with others. I can guarantee you that person, whether it's a man or a woman, uses touches. Let it happen naturally and let it be a tool you can use for comfort and rapport building, because that's what it is. That's why human beings, as the social animals that we are, use touches. It's to build comfort and rapport. If you want to become a better communicator, seem more interesting, be more attractive, more charismatic, you have to master nonverbal communication. There's no way around it. Mind your posture. Open, straight up, exude positive energy, a slight smile on your face, make eye contact with people, use your body language, mirror other people's stances, mirror what they do, because they will feel more aligned with you. Focus on your posture, focus on your eye contact, focus on open body language. All of these skills will help you stand out. Plus, you communicate signals that make other people feel at ease, that make women feel at ease. It will help you to create rapport, trust, comfort, attraction. Every little bit counts. Before you even say a word, you will be perceived as way more interesting. Every time you walk into a room with closed body language, avoid eye contact and just stand there not using what you have. You miss out on opportunities, meeting amazing people and connecting with them. There are men out there right now getting noticed, building attraction with possibly the woman of your dreams. But because you are stuck inside your bedroom, stuck inside a house, stuck inside your mind, not improving your communication skills, your social skills, they are getting noticed. They are building attraction, not you. And they are doing it because they master these non-verbal cues. It will feel uncomfortable doing it because you have old habits that don't suit you. They keep you stuck. They keep you in a sexless life, and you're angry. Don't let your old, useless habits hold you back. Because remember Alex, once he started using confident body language, genuine eye contact, everything changed. He felt more at ease. Women responded with interest. Guys wanted to actually connect with him, speak with him. And he became the guy who became more and more noticed without saying a word. This is what I want to give you. If you are ready to level up your presence, start practicing and improving your non-verbal skills. Do it today. Do it tomorrow. When you understand this and you put it to work, there is no competition. The gray mass of guys, of the 95%, don't do anything. So it's up to you. Stand tall, make eye contact, open up your body language, and watch how people respond. I invite you to share your progress in the comments. Mail it to me if you want to. info@mancademy.nl. Subscribe for more and challenge yourself to make every social interaction count. Your body language speaks before you do. Step into every room with confidence. Fake it if you have to. Make yourself big. Let your presence shine and watch as the world, as the universe, and the right women respond to who you actually are. Enjoy the day wherever you are. I see you next time.